Hi, everyone. I wanted to talk a little bit about um, the perception or the idea of what an awakened person would look like, or what a self-realized, enlightened person is supposed to look like. All of your ideas are wrong, just like all of my ideas were wrong. um, Self-realization, all these terms sort of mean the same thing. Self-realized is just kind of like the very first mini little step to enlightenment, but enlightenment is a very long process to reach full enlightenment. But regardless, no matter what step you're on, um, it's the most ordinary experience, or I don't know what the right word is, state of being. Anyway, nothing happens. You don't suddenly become a saint. You don't suddenly walk around feeling love and bliss for everyone all the time. It's just, I don't have rainbows, or people don't have rainbows and shiny stuff all over them. Well, not yet anyway. No. Why am I saying this? The point of this, why I wanted to talk about it, is self-realization or awakening, we must remember, really has nothing to do with the personality. This thing, this vehicle, this ego-mind complex, that thing does not awaken. It is the consciousness inside of you that awakens. And so you can wake up in a real shitty personality, or a personality that is very, I don't want to use the word personality, let's say ego mind complex, because I really, I like to separate the personality. So this ego mind complex that you've created about yourself, you can wake up into behaviors and beliefs that are very difficult to deal with. So we cannot judge a book by its cover. And I know I made this mistake many years ago with my first teacher. This teacher was, I couldn't understand. She would tell me, we sort of became friends, and she would tell me about, oh, they had a miscommunication with this person, and there was some little dramas going on, and some things going on in life. And I couldn't understand, well, if this person's enlightened or awake, why is this still going on? You know, why? She's kind of rude to me. She's blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm going to use personality because it's just easier. This personality that was presenting itself to me was kind of cranky, and I was doubting, and I thought, this is not what I want. I'm going to be different, because I know self-realization or awakening, you have to be a nice person all the time. You can't judge a book by its cover. Don't let the personality of someone, I mean, obviously, when somebody awakens, then yes, they're going to have, obviously, that knowing, that understanding begins to purify the personality. And if they've done a lot of work prior to awakenings, psychoanalysts, or done self-development stuff, then they will wake up in a very nice, stable personality. But if you've had someone that's had a dramatic life and lots of stuff and insecurities, and and really haven't had a whole lot of, have done work but maybe not successfully, they still have a lot of stuff to clear. Anyway, you can't judge by the surface about what's going on in their life, because actually when awakening occurs, things get really messy if you have lots of stuff to clean up. And it doesn't matter how how much work you've done on yourself prior to, there's still going to be a lot of stuff coming up. But I will say, when I was with my teacher, I couldn't judge by what I was seeing or hearing about. I don't know if irony is the right word, but regardless of the fact that I was judging about the situation or what word she was saying, every time I left having a coaching session with her or I walked away from her, I felt a loving presence. Regardless about how she was acting, I always felt warm, held, and much better after having a session with her. So you can probably tell by the energy of somebody if you're sensitive to that and how they make you feel. You can't really judge by the outer personality because it's going through a huge transformation. When somebody wakes up, the personality, this ego-mind complex goes crazy. And all of their stuff starts coming up. So their whole world's beginning to shift and get really rocky. So don't judge a book by the cover. What else did I want to say about that? I think that's it for now.